Yo, welcome to Simple B. It's your boy P. You know what it is, and I hit the subscribe button. Let's go. So yes, we we had a great basketball weekend, man. The Euroleague Final Four in Abu Dhabi, 2025. Shit, I can't be in that basketball atmosphere, man. It must be lit. So yes, we're gonna start off with the first game. We had Fenerbahce and Panathinaikos, which was honestly, yeah, maybe the final score looked like. Panathinaikos or Fenerbahce only won by 6 points, but 82-76. But yeah, let's jump into it. While I felt like watching the game, I mean, you see, this is tough games because it's everything y'all went through the whole season, everything y'all built. No matter what, who's hot and who's out of rhythm, everything is gonna come down to one game. It's not even serious. Now it's only a game, right? Because when the Jaders came out of best out of five, at least you can bounce back. You have a chance to bounce back 3 times, basically. So, but yeah, yo, listen, Fenerbahce, for me, they felt like through this whole tournament from when I started watching it late in the when you come to the group stages, if we can put it that way. Regular season, my bad. Yeah, I started off late in the regular season, but and I understand they had a bunch of a couple injuries in the beginning, and that Christmas break they got out a little bit out of rhythm. But since then, listen, they've been playing some great basketball to this, at least the EuroLeague games. I don't watch the regular season games, but I see, well, from what I'm seeing that they're almost winning every game there in Turkey. But anyway, yeah, so they got off a hot start. And I always felt like they start slow sometimes. Like they start slow, and then when they get going, they stay in an even keel level through that whole game. And I never feel like I don't feel like they dip or something like that. Like they just, yeah, they might have a little slump where they don't score, but man, they just play such a high level. When they just kind of slump, they're not even allowing you to score that much either. So that's the great part about it because they actually have great team defense. You can tell with the coach Yasikevicius, former great player himself. When you have a great player like that that can actually, make a transition, a successful transition to coaching, then it's gonna be a problem. And that's exactly how he's looking, the way he's yelling at these players, the way he's like they so disciplined that team that everything they do is so sharp. Nobody goes out of character and nobody it doesn't feel like nobody is trying to do too much. Like they got such a deep roster, at least they're like first 9 guys, like all of them are really good players. So yeah, so it feels like they never honestly feel like they never dip when they get going, and that's exactly how it was. Devin Hall, like he been a EuroLeague veteran for a minute. Came out biggest game of the season, of course. Like he came out basically show you how why he's getting paid the way he's getting paid. If I can put it that way. Like he was rolling in the beginning, like kind of. I'm not gonna say put his team on his back, but he kind of yeah he was the first one to get going at least. And yeah, Panathinaikos they got going a little bit, but Shady Osman, I feel like he been great lately. Like he been playing some great basketball these last months, and especially when it matters. Even though it wasn't enough this game, but yeah. So he got going, and they got into some. Panathinaikos went into a kind of it was. I felt like a 2-3 matchup zone which threw that one threw Fenerbahce off a lot, to be honest, and that's the only part of the game when I feel like Fenerbahce cooled off a little bit. Like they got multiple stops in a row, and I think Fenerbahce almost went without a field goal for like 5 minutes. Then Eric McCollum got going, gave them extra spark. He hit two threes, and I think he had one mid range, like in this, like he had a nice run. He had like a little 8-4 run, something that kind of got Fenerbahce loose again, which is the things that I'm talking about when it comes to that team. That they got a deep roster. Like you always feel like it's somebody's gonna have a at least some moments in the game that always keep them afloat. If I can put it that way, like big runs, like now, like Eric McCollum, when he got that, and this after they be cool, after they be basically cold for like 5 minutes, he got going. Now everybody, the confidence is kind of back again. Even the confidence is there, but you know what I'm saying, rhythm. And then they got going again. And from then on, I felt like Fenerbahce honestly was flowing, and Kendrick Nunn had foul problems. So he was never able to get into a rhythm, to be honest, this game, which was sad because yeah, after this successful season he had, basically, yeah, this he haven't made the best playoffs. Like he played good, I think. Yeah, he actually had one big game against Efes that was really big. Game three. Yeah, I think it was game three, like he just played bully basketball, like and I think it was in that mode to that night, but yeah, foul trouble. So he wasn't able to find rhythm like that. Jerry Grant was kind of holding him. I felt like he was balling at least, so he kept it going. Lessort made his comeback. Great time to make a comeback, and that gave Panathinaikos more life for sure. Like he's an energy guy, great defender. Like basically, he crashing every offensive rebound and all that. You can tell when he got into the game. Yeah, he knew what's up. The whole team knew all right away. Like he just plays at such a high level. I felt like the team at least went up one level, if I could put it that way. And so yeah, shout out to Lessort for making that comeback, man. He be sitting out basically this whole regular season, almost. So at least the end of it and the whole playoffs. So yeah, it was nice. At least he got in, he got back to the most important game, and he actually played a solid game. And yeah, Panathinaikos tried to come back, but it just felt like, to be honest, it felt like Fenerbahce was in control. Like Fenerbahce, they have a nice pace. They don't play too fast and nothing. Like everything is basically, to be honest, is controlled as hell. It's really controlled, and it doesn't feel like it's the type of team that cares if the star players. It don't matter if they have 2 points or 7 points, as long as the team wins. That's what's matter. David Hall had a great game. Of course, Biberovic had a nice game too. Had great shooting, and he shot like I think he had like 3 out of 6 from three, 15 points. Baldwin was balling. Yeah, Baldwin was balling. Forgot about him. He had 10 points. So it's not like when you see them balling, it's like people just end up with 13 points. It's not no NBA numbers saying where it's gonna be 35 or nothing like that, which can happen. But that's the team that has that. They're gonna have four guys in double digits, if I can put it that way. And the rest of it's gonna be about 5 points. You're gonna get something from everybody that's get playing time on that team, which says a lot that how prepared everybody are and all that. So yeah, so that's basically it. I mean, there is not much to get into. It felt like Panathinaikos wasn't really there. Like also Sadie Osman was there, but the rest was kind of struggling. Jaron Grant, he kind of got going a little bit second half. He was kind of the one pushing it, and yeah, and of course, if none actually didn't want, if he wasn't in foul trouble because he still had points at the end of the day. It's Kendrick Nunn. He ended up with 19 points, but that says a lot. 19 points in 23 minutes. But if he at least played, you see a game like this, you're gonna have him play 35 minutes. Then I think it will be a 30-point game, and then I would think the whole thing will look different. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, then the second game. Olympiacos and Monaco. Yeah, that game was a little onyx. I think it felt like an upset to people, but this is Monaco been rolling through this whole season, and they got Mike James, like the EuroLeague pro, like he's one of the best players in the EuroLeague. So yeah, Monaco. Listen, I felt like they kind of took control right away. Like it was kind of stiff in the beginning. Like nobody was scoring like anything. Like it wasn't like it felt like the whole game started off slow. But yeah, new atmosphere is nobody's home court really. Yeah, I mean since everybody's in Dubai at the same time. But yeah, for sure, Fournier was aggressive. Like he was really aggressive and high level intensity of defense on the defense end from both teams. But so it was like I think the score was like 12-11, and it was 2 minutes and 50 seconds something left in the first quarter. Like that's how slow it was. But then Fournier he hit a crazy. Uh, he went to the left from right wing. One dribble to the left, spun back, shot the three, which is a tough shot. But he just did it like, man, he did it like nothing. And he hit that crazy jump. It felt like the whole game got loose after that. Then everybody just started, the whole game opened up, if you could put it that way. Everybody kind of got a little loose, and then people start hitting shots for both teams, which is kind of weird. But that's how basketball goes sometimes. Like sometimes you just need something uh, yeah, something weird or something crazy to happen in the game for everybody to kind of mentally kind of relax a little bit and yeah, the game got loose from there. But I felt like listen, second half it was complete dominance from Monaco. Like I felt like they had great defense. Bronson game and Diallo, they played great game. Like through the whole game, to be honest, like they were just. I felt like they were winning this game. Like they hit a couple big shots, but they were just getting some at ones, like lose offensive rebounds and one. Like they were, when you're in the right place, right time, that shit. Especially that give you a whole nother rhythm when you have it going that way in a big game like that in the second half when basically it's been a little stiff game through the whole game. So and Mike James, yeah, he hit a big shot too in the second half that kind of gave them an extra confident boost. So yeah, so that game, I mean, normally we can talk about. I felt like he felt like this team should do that and focus on that, but this is not a series. And when it's like a Final Four and it's only one do or die game, it's different. So I feel like that's why I kind of just giving you a quick reaction with what I saw, but not gonna dig into what who could do better because it's so much going into that game and building up to that game or those type of games and nerves and I feel like those games sometimes, most of the times, it's not gonna be your star players always that's gonna shine because they do that through the whole year and the scouting report is up to everybody's neck before a game like that starts. But even though some of them actually showed up, but still I feel like we could have more stars showing up if you can put it that way. But same time is see loose ball, like some one offensive rebound, like all that. That's kind of what matters in. That's gonna get you over the hump, if you can put it that way, in those type of games. And that's what it felt like. I think Olympiacos been the best team through the whole regular season, like everybody's seen, and the playoffs they proved that they're one of the better teams. But then all of a sudden it's a do or die game. They'll probably win a 7 game series, maybe. I'm not sure, but at least when you look at the rankings, whatever, that's how you can feel like it can be that way if you can put it that way. So yeah, oh shit. So yeah, Monaco and Panathinaikos. See, this finals, it was a nice finals, but yeah, I swear it's kind of the same. Man. Listen, this Fenerbahce team, they're being so solid through the whole thing, and they were. It felt like they're gonna. I felt like after I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago, like yo, Fenerbahce is gonna get it no matter what because the way the confidence they got, like it just felt like it was definitely their year, if I can put it that way, and. Yeah, and the finals, of course, Nigel Hayes, Davies, he showed up right at the right time, 23 points. Like he wasn't even his greatest shooting nights, but yeah, he had like 14 out of 14 free throws. I think that's what kind of just honestly gave him the 23. But he had 9 rebounds, so yeah, he was doing good in that end, and but he wasn't forcing anything. I felt like he played a solid game. Baldwin, he actually got ejected, which was weird because he fouled a three and he didn't agree with the call, and he was one of the better players. Him and of course Devon Hall. Devon Hall was Devon Hall been balling this whole Final Four. Like he's one of the players that might if I can put it that way, he might be one of one of the players that people will not talk about through this whole Final Four, through the whole season, but he been one of the best players in the team through the whole season. So, congrats to him, man. He did a great job, and Goodrich showed up right at right time. He's one of the like you can tell when he's rolling, the team is kind of just leaning on him and actually letting him just carrying it. And he did it. He had a big shot. I felt like he probably had the dagger in the fourth quarter that that kind of killed the whole game. Um, they went up 10 or something like that after that, basically. So, nah, Goodrich, great job, man. He had a great, see, yeah, so he had a great game. Ended up with 19 points. So, like I said, I don't think Eric McCollum did have a big game like that, but he played solid as well. Like that's the thing, they still that good. So it doesn't really matter who's gonna have what. Like you gonna feel everybody's presence when they're playing. Like, it's not like nobody. It's not like they have four or five guys that are threat. Like everybody's a threat in this team, and yeah, that's basically the difference to be honest. And Olympiacos, Mike James, he played. He had a solid game, but yeah, just wasn't enough. I guess if you can put it that way. And Okobo was struggling through this whole Final Four, so I feel bad for him because he been big for Monaco. Ty played a solid game, and what's his name? This guard. I think he's actually Matthew Strassel. I'm not sure. Like he had a good game, but yeah, listen, Fenerbahce. It felt right that they won, to be honest. Watching them play through the whole season and the style of play, that's all. Like they're gonna get jumped next season for sure. Or if they get better, man, they're looking great right now. Nigel Hayes, Davies, it don't look like he's going anywhere right now. So as long as they have him, David Hall, and Baldwin, those type of guys, like they're gonna ball out. But everything's going. Next season is gonna be interesting anyway. They're already talking about a big rumor that Panathinaikos trying to get TJ Shorts. Listen, I don't know what they got going, or I don't know what they're trying to do, but yeah, I wish him well. Listen to you, I'm rooting for him, maybe more than most players in this EuroLeague. So I just hope that he end up in a great situation. So yeah, that's about the EuroLeague. Real quick, the Pacers and Knicks. Listen, we all thought Knicks was dead. Even I did because they were going to Pacers, and Pacers just feels like when they hit you with that run or those runs, they're never gonna let go basically. And I watched the game in the beginning. That's how it looked. That's how it looked. But then they kind of slowed down. And second half, listen, yeah, Tom Thibodeau. Sooner or later, you gotta go deeper to your bench, and he did it. And every time you do it, it's like you guys have been there, they're ready. Like maybe that was the. It's kind of crazy because everybody you can't expect him not to go so deep into the bench, so you're not gonna focus like that when it comes to your scouting report, and because the scouting report matters in the playoffs, especially conference finals. So you're not gonna focus on or expect Shamet to come in and start hitting shots or whoever like they're coming in from the New York bench, and but the I think the two big runs they actually had in this at least conference final have been without Brunson. So that says something. And I feel at the same time it's like everybody kind of have this thing where you kind of expect New York to fail sooner or later. At least I do. And but it's like now we just gotta acknowledge like yo they have a great season and they show character. This win wasn't like yeah we can talk about Cat's comeback or Cat's fourth quarter. Yeah, we're gonna get into it, but they showed that type of character through the whole year. So you've seen these characteristics stuff that we've been seeing, and it keep happening, and it's not a coincidence anymore. So I just think we just gotta acknowledge them for being great, and Cat just been on him for not showing up. I feel like yeah, he had like he the greatest fourth quarter, one of the greatest fourth quarter ever, but yo, we needed that. Or I'm not a New York fan, but they needed it. Your team needed it, and it felt like you could tell the look on his face, like basically he knew that okay, this is I have to do it this quarter. This for this stretch, I have to be as great as I can be, and with Robertson on the court and him at the same time, he kind of frees him up a little bit because everybody wants him to be the perfect five guy, but I know at the same time he wants to be a four. So yeah, with that said, congrats to Cat. I'm not gonna get into what Pacers should do because listen, sometimes we can do that. Yeah, maybe Halliburton should get take more control, or they should speed it up. Naismith got hurt. But I feel like I'm not today. I'm just gonna acknowledge Cat for being having a great game. That's all, man. We just gotta give him that and leave it at that. Do I think Knicks will win the series? To be honest, I don't know. Now when I saw this comeback, you never know. But I still think Pacers got it. I still think Pacers got it. But we will see. We will see, man. Yo, man, we still rolling. Y'all know what it is. Hit the subscribe button. Let's go. Peace.